Welcome, race fans, this Thursday evening, night, whatever, the Pacific time. You're 2 hours behind me, so evening time here. Coming down to the Downforce Racing Series of round number 10 of season 8 here. Whoa, that did not get changed. It is still saying Daytona Road up at the top. Uh-oh. Made a boo-boo.
Made a boo-boo.
This is actually Daytona here, folks, not Daytona Road. We will fix
Daytona
that
Oval.
right now here. There we go. Alrighty. Daytona, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua. You heard Jeff Dotson up here with me just now. Jeff, glad to have you. Daytona here tonight. We're looking at about 17 drivers.
That's looking okay. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe a few more will kind of slide their way in here shortly. But if not, I think it'll still be a pretty good race for 85 laps.
Oh yeah, definitely so. I think, with 17 drivers, it'll make for quite the show here too. Now this is the Gen 6 car, so this is not the next gen. This is the now older version of the car. But anyways, we're gonna get down here to the pre-race analytics here. We got some points to go down as well. We got an air temp of 74, track temp of 75. It is a night race. 85 laps here tonight, 212.5 miles, a total of 4 sets, does include the set they start with, and 3 behind the wall. I'm estimating fuel, Jeff, at roughly 30 to 37 laps, give or take, if you can save in the draft, which you know very well that you can.
Yes, exactly, yeah. If you just manage it right and get behind the car, you can stay behind him, not overheat your motor, you can definitely save some fuel.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, we got a pit road speed of 60 miles an hour and a pace speed of 80. And I always have to mention pit road. And Daytona is no different. Pit road can bite you if you are not careful.
And Daytona and Talladega precisely are pit roads that will bite you because you're going so quick and you're coming in the pit lane so quickly. It's just sometimes very hard to get slowed down as much as you need to for that pit road speed limit.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Pit road, this is going to be one of those races that I think, and of course we all know that Daytona or Talladega is a crapshoot of a race. Anybody can win it. It's all about drafting. Coming in with teammates or coming in with somebody, that you're working with. But I think it's going to get a little bit wild, a little bit crazy out here tonight. But we've got points to go down here, folks, and that is what we're going to do right now. Looks like we got about 2 watching, 3 likes. I have no idea what is going on. Technology here, folks. Been having issues with it all week. But we've got Ryan Patty up at the top spot at 513. Bentley Glacier there in second at an even 500. He is 13 behind Patty. Hollingsworth in that third position, 482 points, 31 behind the leader and 18 behind Bentley. Bonanno in fourth at 469, 44 behind the leader and 13 behind Hollingsworth. Gunther in fifth at 418, 95 behind the leader and 51 behind Bonanno. Pozzini in sixth at 399, 114 behind the leader and 19 behind Gunther. Eldred in seventh at 364, 149 behind the leader and 35 behind Pozzini. Baker in 8th at 320, 193 behind the leader and 44 behind Eldred. Then we go over here to Adams, up a spot into 9th at 296, 217 points, 24 behind, 296 points, 217 behind the leader, 24 behind Baker. Boy, I just got tongue-tied there. We got Harris down a spot, still in the top 10. They're in 10th at 295, 218 behind the leader and 1 behind Adams. Whitaker in 11th, 283, 230 behind the leader and 12 behind Harris. And then rounding out our top 12 is going to be Morris there in 12th at 277, 236 behind the leader and 6 behind Whitaker. And, Jeff, I think this is your first time over here to help me out with Downforce Racing. So I'm going to give you a kind of a little bit of a heads up here. We've had 3 different winners, but only one winner has won once. And that was Kevin Gunther at the Daytona Road Course. And he won it. Ryan Patty and Bentley Glacier has been the 2 drivers that have really dominated this season.
Wow, that's crazy. You said this is race number 12 out of 15, and we've only got 3 different winners out of the whole season and only one that has 1 win. That is nuts.
Yeah, this is race 12. I need to read that again here. Round 12, not round 11. Apologies.
Whoopsie, we found another mistake.
yeah, I put round 11 instead of round number 12. But looks like we do have several drivers.
Josh.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with you?
I have no idea. We do have several drivers still out on the track here. I'm coming down to almost 4 minutes left here in practice. We'll, of course, step away and play the national anthem here in just a little bit. But right now, Lonnie Barrington up in the top spot. Now, this is drafting, so I know it's going to change. But we have old Bob out here on the racetrack. We've got, it looks like Fred Williams. We got old Hoop Baker out there on the track still. Kerry Morris, Thomas Taylor, Tyrone Harris, and Charles Woods. Seen a lot of drivers, you know, trying to work with somebody, you know, maybe teammates. Like Bentley's coming out on the track here too. Well, Jeff, what do you expect out here tonight before we step away and play the national anthem?
Well, by looking at these guys so far from practice here, as you said, it's a crapshoot. Most restrictor plates are. So, I mean, you know, and then giving me the winners who have won the races, we kind of know who the dominant guys are. But at the same point in time, with it being a restrictor plate, being a crapshoot, you just don't know what'll happen. But I'll just go ahead and say that I see these guys not having too many cautions. We'll knock on wood. And I'm going to say that one of the three guys that have won a race this season will be the ones that get the W here tonight.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, Bentley Glacier and Ryan Patty are the two you have to watch. Now, Kevin Gunther is the other driver. So, you know, got to watch him. But you can't count out anybody else out here either. I mean, we could see somebody, you know, blow this thing out of the water.
I will say something, though. Out of all my years helping Rudy commentate, I did see someone that I'm familiar with pop into the room, and that's Paul Kremrye. And from watching him race, I would say at restrictor plate track, he's even got a pretty good shot. So who knows who it'll be?
Oh, I know Paul very well, actually. Well, nice to see Paul out here. But alrighty, folks, down to about 2 minutes left here. We're going to go ahead and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway here tonight. Times are starting to roll in. Right now, hand over fist up at the top. Tanner Coster down there in second. We're still waiting on a lot of other drivers to put in their time. I mean, it is 2.5 miles, so it does take a minute to get around it. They are going to be getting 4 laps here, though, Jeff. Instead of the normal 2, they get 4.
Yeah, I noticed that. Are they doing like kind of what IndyCar does where they do the averages, or is it just 4 laps?
I don't know how it's done. Tanner Coster going to the top.
Because when IndyCar qualifies for the Indy 500, they do 4 laps, but they base it on average. So they take all of the 4 lap times together and put the times together and average that out. So yeah. I don't know if that's maybe what they're doing here. Or...
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's straight up 4 laps, and of course the quickest time. You know, that's what you get.
Okay.
I don't know. I noticed that when I got into the lobby that they were doing 4 laps. Like Jeff Hollingsworth out there, Michael Shea, Ryan Patty's out on track as well. Kevin Gunther still sitting on pit road, as well as Cody Eldred, Fred Williams, Hoop Baker, Bentley Glacier, Mike Whitaker, and Paul Crumry. They have not came out. And Ryan Patty, Jeff, up at the top, 46.943. Right now, he is the only driver in the 46 range. Sounds are really, really low for the cars. Sorry, folks. Gonna have to work on all my sounds and stuff again. But we'll get through it. Technology. Oh, what are you seeing out there, Jeff? Just a whole bunch of cars just pulling laps, right?
Exactly, yeah. They keep switching back and forth. That's what iRacing does.
Oh, yeah. Well, Brendan, I see you out there in chat, buddy. I do apologize for all the skipping that's going on. I don't know. Technology, OBS, YouTube, that could be any number of things. Could be my end. I have no idea. But we'll definitely get through this together. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start record here. We haven't even started technically the race, Jeff, so we're going to get the race. Ryan Patty up at the top spot here in that number 30 machine. And he is in TeamSpeak here. So we'll give it a few more minutes before we get the pole sitter up here. Because I might have some late contenders going out on the racetrack. Like Jeff Hollingsworth there sitting in 5th. But just to let everybody know, a little early, these guys will be running next season. As far as I know, they are going to be going to the Next Gen Cup cars for season 9. Was just informed about that today. We're going back to the other in the middle of the season, Jeff, real quick. Talladega, December the 30th of last year, actually. Bentley Glacier came away with that win. That was an 80-lap race. We'll see if Bentley can sweep the super speedways. Jeff Hollingsworth looks like he's done. I want to give it just a minute, another minute before we get, well, right now, Ryan Patty. See here if Bentley decides to come out, or Cody, or Fred, Hoot, Mike, or Paul. I ain't picking nobody, because every time I do, they end up getting into a wreck.
I think I'll steer clear of that as well.
Right now, nobody's out on track. Ryan Patty is sitting at the exit of pit road, though. If we can maybe get down here to him real quick. Coming down to about 2 minutes left here in qualifying. They may be done. Let's go ahead and get Ryan down here real quick. Ryan. Whoa, I don't have permissions. Uh-oh. I don't have permissions to move anybody.
Well, then I guess we won't get to talk to anyone this evening.
Hang on just a second. All right, I'm gonna get Bob to fix that. All right, well, as soon as I can get permissions here, we'll definitely get Ryan up here to talk to him. But congratulations goes to Ryan Patty on grabbing the pole here. I'm gonna go ahead and call it official. I don't think anybody else is gonna come out. They really don't have any time.
Well, there's not too much time left, so I don't think we're going to see any other cars coming out.
Alrighty, folks, we're just working on a few things here real quick. Hang tight. Qualifying is officially over. Alrighty, folks, we are going to go ahead and get them on the grid here tonight. So, Jeff, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. The MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Ryan Patty grabbed the pole out here with a 46.943. Congratulations again to Ryan Patty. Tanner Coster going to be starting on the outside there in that second spot. Kevin Gunther third, Charles Woods in fourth, and rounding out the fifth spot is Jeff Hollingsworth.
All right, starting sixth tonight is Mr. Hanover. Starting in seventh is... Wait, I got tongue-tied. Let me restart. Starting in sixth tonight is Mr. Hanover. Starting in seventh is Ron Hollifield.
Holyfield.
Okay. Starting in eighth is Michael Shea, and then you said that was...
Steve Buhala.
Buhala. Okay, I was going to say Beulah. Steve Beulah. Yeah, I did it. Steve Buhala in ninth, and then rounding out your top 10 is Kerry Morris.
All right, here we go. Bob Alakavara there in 11th. Lonnie Barrington 12th. Thomas Taylor 13th. Tyron Harris 14th. Bentley Glacier 15th. Finish us out, Jeff.
Yep, Cody Eldred will start 16th tonight. Mike Whitaker will roll off 17th. Brad Allison will start 18th. Paul Crumry in 19th. Hoot Baker in 20th. And rounding out the field in 21st is Fred Williams.
All right, already on the back stretch. 21 drivers out here tonight, so a pretty good field.
And thank you to all the drivers there at the back of the field for having easy names. I apologize in advance to the rest of you that I probably will botch a few of them this evening and get tongue-tied when I'm trying to say them.
Probably so. I've done it before. Diving down into 3 here, folks. Pull those belts tight one more time. Pace truck will dive off to the safety of pit road, and it'll be in Ryan's hands. I do believe on the initial start, he has to go on green. I do believe.
Okay, so it's like the initial start, and then after that like restarts or go on leader. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Makes total sense.
I do believe. But pace car, well, in this case, pace truck is off and away, and it'll be a quick green here, folks. Just waiting. There is the green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing here at Daytona.
Sure, you can use that. I think that's a coined trademark term.
I've been using it.
I know.
I've been using it pretty much ever since I started broadcasting.
Yeah, I know you have.
Oh.
We had some trouble there with the 77 Tanner Coster on the start there. It looked like he did not get a good start there for the race. He went back very much there on the high side. He's kind of got that high side kind of gobbled up there, and he's going to take it down the bottom now.
Oh.
And he's kind of not sure where he wants to go here. He's kind of straddling, trying to block both lanes there, which being that far back, I'm not sure what that's going to give him an advantage to.
Yeah, we're watching it here on the 77 of Tanner Coster. He did drop it right behind the number 5 of Bob Lacavara. Looks like some action going on back here. Fred Williams, Paul Crumry. This is back at the end of the field here. But everybody is still right there together. I'm seeing a lot of single file, though, on that inside.
Yeah, there's a lot of single file on the inside. There's probably like 9 cars until you get to the, guys trying to get the high lane going. But with that being said, that many cars on the bottom and how many's up on top right now, it's just not quite enough for that top lane to get through.
Yeah, they're not really. Whoa, 77 got real close to Hanover just in the 69 on the outside. Well, that could have been bad.
That could have been.
Everybody right now, though, hanging out. Who's the black car?
23 car, I believe. That is Lonnie Barrington.
Lonnie Barrington. All right, having either a trading paints issue or he just. Is it? Yeah, I think you are correct.
Well, I'm seeing an all-black car. If you look at it very closely, you see like these lime green chrome looking flames on the side of the car, but that's all he's got. There's no sponsors on it.
And that is Steve Buhala.
The car you're seeing?
Yeah.
For me, I've got him in a white and blue car.
Trading paints acting up.
Oh, wait, what can you do?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, trading paints. Here we go. All right, well, Ryan Patty has led the first 3 laps here tonight.
That he has.
Outside line starting to kind of get going here with Steve Lacavara, Hanover Fist. That is the number 4 of Michael Shea, the 23 of Lonnie, the 1 of Tyrone Harris. That outside line starting to form.
Yes, it is. I'm watching it here. There's a lot of guys starting to get up there. We got the number 4, Michael Shea, here in kind of the middle of the pack here. He's trying to, get up to the back bumper of the 69 there and try to help these guys.
And Ryan gonna lead another lap, I do believe. Yep. We got 80 to go here, folks. They got a long ways to go.
Yeah, 80 laps, 200 miles.
Yep. Back here with the 18 of Bentley, the 57 of Thomas Taylor. It's still a lot of side-by-side going on. These guys back here in the back of the pack, they're going to be able to save some fuel.
Yeah, if they just play their cards right and don't get too close and try to overheat that motor, they definitely can save some fuel.
And it looks like we're going to have another leader, Steve Buhala, leading that lap. So it's not going to be a sweep for Mr. Ryan Patty.
Nope.
Oh, Bob Lacavara up here. Started 11th, and he is already in third, battling for that second spot there with that 30 of Ryan Patty.
Yeah, he's the biggest mover of the race so far.
Well, this is the front pack here. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about anybody else back there. But it looks like old Bob is going to lead this lap.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And he did. A bonus point coming for him. Check on the field here real quick. Oh, looks like they're getting a little loose up there.
Yeah, and I'm just going to kind of report here, Josh. We've already got a little bit of a breakaway. There is a 4-car pack that is about a second off the main pack.
Back here, oh, led by Paul Crumrye.
Yes.
That is Paul, Fred Williams, Brad Allison, and Mike Whitaker. And you know, this is not a bad move by these guys.
No, not at all.
Because we see what's going on up front with all the squiggly and the squirreliness going on there.
Twitchiness. Oh, there goes the Valvoline car out to the high side now, the number 30. He's going to look to try to get in the lead here, I think. That's a good move.
Yep, he is right up ahead of Michael Shea there in that 4. Still have four cars out there on the outside.
When he jumped up there were 5. One guy dropped back down, so that's kind of going to put a little bit of a hindrance on that now with that with only 4. But here comes a couple more. They finally decided, well, I'm going to go back to the high side here and see if we can get these guys up front.
Yeah, or the more cars you got out there, the better off you'll be. But man,
exactly. But man, it's kind of looks like right now, Josh, just call it as I see it, kind of looks like a lot of these guys aren't quite sure what they want to do this early in the race, because you kind of see a lot of them, they keep shifting back and forth, not quite sure what they want to do. You know, you'll see one guy go up there and try the high side, and he'll run it for maybe a lap, and he's like, I don't know if I like this or not. He'll dive right back down to that bottom, and then he'll go right down there and try that for a couple laps, and he'll shoot right back up to the top. And we're just kind of watching through all this to see what's really going through these drivers' heads right now, because I'll be honest with you, I have never, ever so far seen drivers and this many at the front here make that much drastic changes that many times.
Oh!
The Valvoline car got a little squirrely there.
Woo!
Man.
Yeah, that
was a good catch.
That was a good save.
That.
Yeah, good save by the 30 of Patty. That would have not only been detrimental to him, but everybody around him. And the 30 is going to drop it right back down to the inside, the 40 as well. That is Charles Woods. Right now, just, some battling going on, but not really a whole lot. I haven't seen a 3 wide yet, though, Jeff.
No, I haven't either.
Now that I said that, it's probably going to happen. Bob Lacavara still out front. That is going to be his 5th lap led. We might have a battle of the most lap leds here tonight.
We very well could.
Ryan Patty has led 4. Bob has led 5. And Steve Buhala has led 1. So right now, that's all of the drivers that have led. I have a feeling that is going to change, though, once pit stops start rolling. I'm seeing these speeds here going into these corners, 202 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast.
That is fast. Watching Michael Shea here up on the outside in that yellow 4. He's doing some weaving. Not entirely sure if he's just trying to get air into the grill there, or if it's that hard to hang on to it.
Well, as many other cars that we've seen kind of squirrely and loose here tonight, it could be just that hard to hang on. As I said that, there's the 57 car getting a little squirrely there, but it was a nice catch by him as well.
It's Thomas Taylor. Hanover Fist up there in second, right behind Bob. Bentley Glacier from 15th to 3rd.
Yes, that is the biggest mover of the race now. It was Bob Lacovera in the 5 car there, but now he's got some competition there because Bentley Glazer is now in 3rd, and he did start 15th. So yeah, he's the biggest mover right now, as they said.
You got this whole pack up here, and going back here, this other pack of 4, they're still hanging out about 1.8 seconds behind that lead pack. Still leading this pack is Paul, followed by now Mike Whitaker, Brad Allison, and Fred Williams.
And now we've got another little pack. They have 2 cars that's ahead of those 4 guys. Well, actually, there's only 2. Yeah, okay, those 4 still. And they're about 2 seconds back off the main pack now, and that is Hoot Baker and Cody Eldred.
Yep, 16th and 17th, respectively.
The intervals kind of confused me there for a second, and I kind of thought that they was in the, but no, they're separate.
Side by side, still going on up here. Ryan Patty, Steve Buhala, Michael Shea, Lonnie Barrington, still got that side by side going on with that outside pack. The 8 of Kerry Morris right there in them, and I'm seeing a lot of gapping here. I don't see a lot of bump drafting right now.
No, which these cars really have never bump drafted too well. So, I mean, you know, you kind of can just get up to the back of the bumper and kind of like give him like an arrow push a little bit, but that's about it. Then you got to back right back off.
That's one thing we really haven't talked about early on is that arrow push. These Gen 6 cars give a lot.
They do. And talking arrow push, you know, if you're an IndyCar fan, it's a different type of arrow push. In IndyCars, arrow push means it's the car itself that is got a tightness to it due to the characteristics of the aerodynamics of the car, and it gives you an arrow push and makes you push upward. These cars here, arrow push at a restrictor plate track isn't the car pushing up the racetrack necessarily every time. It's that you can't really connect to the back bumper, but the air around the car is kind of giving the car in front a push.
Now that is the second time on Tyrone Harris here. That is the second time I have seen his speed get up to 205.
Yeah, they're starting to get fast.
I would say 16 laps into this race, Jeff, I would say their tires are pretty warm right now.
Oh, they're warm, but they're not worn. You know,
yeah.
At Daytona, you could go, I kid you not, 85 lap race. If somebody really, truly wanted to try it, they could definitely go the whole entire race without changing their tires and possibly still get the win.
I see some two-tire stops.
Oh, yeah, you'll see that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, I'm watching the 40 of Charles Woods, the 8 of Kerry Morris. They were going at it there for a second. Kerry's on the outside. Charles is on the inside. Kevin Gunther. From third back to 13th. And we still got a long ways to go, though, folks.
That we do.
The 85 lap race, I'm assuming of 42 and a half laps. My math is correct.
Something like that.
Mathing with Medlock here, folks.
You don't want to do math with Jeff because I'll get you wrong.
Oh. 41? Wait, ain't right.
What?
85 divided by 2 equals.
Divided by 2.
Yeah, 42
well,
and a half laps. I was correct.
That would be right because 80 and 80 is 40. So
Yeah.
80, add 85 and that's 2.5. Yes. So yeah, 82 and a half.
All right. Oh, still watching the outside here. Not a whole lot really going on right now. A lot still side by side, but they're not really, I would say, pushing the issue right now, Jeff.
No, they're not.
Lonnie is all over the back of that number 4, though. And whoa, now we've got more switching going on. That was Ryan Patty and Kerry Morris that went up to the top.
In a couple more laps, we'll be halfway to the halfway point.
Halfway of the halfway point. Oh, they're going to be coming up on Mr. Paul Crumry here, and he is by himself.
That he is.
What happened to that pack?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't actually know what happened. I was not paying attention to those guys, so I'm not quite sure what exactly happened, but I will rewind the footage here and see if I can find anything while you keep tabs on what's going on.
All right, well, they're coming around him, so we're going to get some 3-wide action here. They're trying to get around Paul. They did just that, but Paul goes a lap down, and man, here at Daytona, that is not good. Does he have any damage on that machine?
No, he did not hit the wall, thankfully. Or did he? Let me rewind that back. I think he did. Yeah. He tapped the inside wall just a hair, so he has just a small touch of damage on that left front fender.
Yeah, I do see that now.
But what happened back on lap 14, so it was over 5 laps ago, and I don't know how he missed that, but back on lap 14, the pack he was running with, he was leading that pack, and the car behind him just gave him a little bit of a tap on the back end and gave him that old good bumper hook that you can see sometimes in stock cars and just spun him out. So just a product of restrictor plate racing is what happened right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now he's hanging out with the pack here. Now, with him being the only driver a lap down, if a caution does come out and he's not involved in it, Jeff, he'll get that lap back. And that would probably be about the only way he's going to be able to get that lap back.
It will, yeah. But he's got some trouble with that because the car that did happen to mistakenly push him out of the way and give him that bumper tap was the 707 of Mike Whitaker. And he is also now currently running by himself, so the pack will eventually catch him and put him a lap down, and then he'll be the first car a lap down. Unless, with Paul being in the pack here, Paul could potentially use that pack to help get around the 707 and then put him behind and then make Paul into the wave around spot. But we'll see how that plays out.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Lap 23 of 85 here tonight. Still single file action going on. Still dropping frames out of the wazoo. Don't know what's going on there. I am recording it, though. Steve Hall on the outside. Kerry Morris as well. That is the 57 of Thomas Taylor. And I think Michael Shea is out there. And Mr. Ryan Patty. That is the drivers on the outside. I just seen a couple more jump to the outside. That was the 16 of Kevin Gunther. Whoa! Boy, they are getting awfully squirrely right there. That was the 8 of Kerry Morris.
That looked hairy. Hair-raising hairy. Pucker moment.
Pucker moment, yeah. Well, Dragon, how you doing, Dragon? Dragon Zeron out there in chat. Ooh, 57 and 11 got pretty close. Man, they get so close to that wall coming out of 4, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, Hanover. Have to get that fixed, buddy. Lincoln.
Oh boy. Now, going back to the 707 car, Mike Whitaker, he does have some right side damage, so I'm thinking that's also what kept him from staying up with the pack that he was part of. And I'm looking here, and the lead pack is starting to reel him in there, right behind him.
Yeah, they're coming, and they are coming fast.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to stay to the high side here and let them go on the lower lanes.
Oh, boy, that 8 almost came down. Now the 8's going to fall back, way back, as they come. Oh, we got a, oh, good save. Who was that? That was the 30, I believe, of Ron Patty. Nice save.
I didn't catch it as I was switching back.
It was a nice save as they were. I will say that.
Now I'm watching the 707 again. We're going to see if he's going to drop in front of Paul here and try to keep him out of the lucky dog position, which is what normally I think he would do. But then again, if he feels that he's more damaged, nope, that's exactly what he's going to do. He drops it down and he will take over the lucky dog position from Paul Krimrock.
Yes, he will. He's right up ahead of the 15. So the 15's right there. Everybody's right back here together, I do believe.
They are.
Oh, Kerry on pit road. And he's going to be off and away.
There. Must be getting ready for. I didn't think it'd be ready for scheduled pit stops. Must have been something else.
7 of 85, and I put it down 30 to 37. It's 100% fuel, so
yeah, they should still have another 10, 12 laps of fuel remaining in these cars. That must have been an unscheduled pit stop for Kerry.
He did. I'm assuming he did take tires with that 17.7.
Oh, I'm sure he did with that time.
Still a whole lot of single file going
Yep,
on.
A lot of single file. And we do have that top lane still trying to get going, but it just seems like tonight, Josh, that the top lane just can't get any ground.
No, they'll get some cars out there and they'll get going and it'll just fall apart.
Yeah. It just dies out. It's like it doesn't gain any traction to try to get anybody up to the front.
And now
there's a couple more cars to try it again.
Yep, that is
third and fourth will go up to the high lane now and allow that bottom lane to close in.
Yep.
And the leader will go up and block the high lane. And he'll come back down in front of the second place car.
That is Kevin Gunther. And of course, Kevin winning at the Daytona Road Course, 7th of January. He is looking for his second win of the season.
And what better place to get 2 wins other than that, 2 different configurations of Daytona.
Exactly.
He can take the Daytona sweep.
Cantlin's looking for the Super Speedway sweep is what he's looking for. He's currently sitting in 5th. But outside line, it's going. Old Bob out there with hand over fist. In the 69, the 57, that is Thomas Taylor. The 4, Michael Shea. I would go through, but man, they are getting awfully squirrely up here. And I don't know who led that lap. Did Bob lead that lap? And he did. Barely.
He did, yeah. Barely.
Lap 30 of 85.
By the point of his nose.
Huh?
I said just by the point of his nose.
Yeah. I would say we're probably now within the window.
Oh.
Maybe.
I think you're right. That was a close one. Kevin went up there and tried to block Bob, and they about caused a catastrophe.
That is not something you want.
I don't know how they didn't, but wow.
If a wreck happens up front with how close they are together, Jeff, it is not going to be pretty.
It's going to be the big one.
Let's hope it don't happen. But
well, let's hope it don't happen, knock on wood, but it about did.
It is Daytona. And yes, I do have a crank it up here at the present time. I'm assuming pit stops are going to be coming up here momentarily. If they are, they're not getting single file to do so. Maybe they'll all come in at once. That'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be, I think. Oh, man. Oh, the 5 and the 69 both drop down and leave the 16 on the high side hanging, and they're like, see you later.
Yep, old Bob and Hanover. And Bob.
Man, and just look at that drastic change there, Josh. With them two diving down and leaving that pack, that top lane just flustered out, and it's now going way back.
Yeah, it just died, and it looks like now we're going to start seeing all or most drivers go single file here. Well,
yeah, one of them can't make his mind up, though. He's kind of like, do I want to go back up there? Do I want to go back down? There comes another one trying it again. Do I want to go back up? Do I want to go back down? Man, I'm telling you, I've never seen this many drivers do this before where they're not quite sure which lane they want to try.
Well, you said it earlier. That high side is just not working.
It isn't. I mean, I know these drivers are getting impatient and they're, wanting to try to get up to the front and, get up there to see what they can do, but I just don't know how it's going to work for them if they can't get that high lane to work.
Yeah, definitely. Lap 33 of 85 here, folks.
And now there's only 3 of them up there. Well, here comes the 4th one now. He's changed his mind. Oh, here comes the 5th one now.
I'm watching Ron Holyfield. He's leading that outside line. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the outside, pretty close together. And you can't get side draft here in these cars. But
you can, yes.
You better be careful.
Yeah. Because you really have to be pretty close to each other for the side draft to work. And if you're too close, you could make some contact and cause a crash.
Boy, man, that's 16, I believe it is. Down the outside, all over the tail of the 11. That is Ron Holyfield. I think they can go 42 laps.
I don't think they can, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we're hitting lap 35.
They should be getting ready to come in for their pit stops.
Yeah, be getting pretty close. Lap 35 of 85. Well, that 11, though, he is working that side draft very well.
Yeah, you just watch that 11 car, and he's definitely trying to get all he can from that.
Yes. He's going to get a little shove here from the 16.
But better be careful, because I've already seen one bumper hook that way.
The way that 16 is weaving.
The way he is weaving, that is prime example for bumper hook.
If that 11 gets into the wrong spot and Kevin goes to weaving, well, around she goes.
Bye-bye.
But good racing, good strong racing so far here tonight for the Downforce Racing Series, round number 12 of Season 8 here at Daytona, presented by MaxSpeedTV. I know there's not really, there's action going on, yes, but there's, I'm not seeing no, right now, not really seeing no 3-wide. We have had some for the drivers to get around some of the lap cars, but that's really been about it. But we have seen some awesome saves here too, Jeff.
Oh, yes, we have definitely awesome saves. These guys, you can just see them getting loose and squirrely, and you just look at it and watch what they do, and it's just like, wow, that was a good one. How they saved that car. And, you just looked at how sideways it was, and you would think in your mind that wasn't, possible to, get that car back under control. But, wow, just a lot of great, wheel guys that know how to wheel the cars out here tonight.
Look who's up front, Ron Holyfield. Oh, he dropped it right in front of the 5.
Chop the nose off.
Yeah. Well, he's got company, though. He's got a 16 of Kevin Gunther on the outside. Ryan Patty's back up here, too. The one of Tyrone Harris, if I can get onto him. Here we go, pit stops.
Almost the entire field comes down. There's a few that stay out.
And this is a huge pack, too. Ron Holyfield, Bentley Glacier, Hanover, Bob, Jeff, Charles, Thomas, Michael, I believe that's it. Well, Brad Allison. Okay, he's just coming out, so he's done. Cody Eldred, Kerry Morris, Paul Crumry. Oh, Kerry's still out there. Hoot Baker down as well. I imagine these guys are going to be coming down right now. Yes, they are.
Ooh, we got 3 that stay out for another lap.
Yep, Connor. Allie, I'm butchering names here tonight.
Yeah.
Tanner Coster going to lead a lap, so some bonus points going to go to him. Lonnie Barrington stays out and Steve stays out.
Now, I'm not quite sure. Man, are these 3 here going to try to play the halfway game?
Oh,
Undoubtedly they can make. Undoubtedly they make it halfway. I highly doubt that.
42 and a half. So basically, gotta get 42 and then go halfway around the track.
Well, they would have to complete the lap. They can't just go halfway around and pit. That's impossible unless they have some kind of magical teleportation button.
Oh no, they're coming down now.
They are, yes. They're coming down here at the end of 39. So they were close to making it halfway.
Ryan Patty is just coming out. Yeah. Ryan, Kevin, Tyrone, Bentley. Bentley's got a full head of steam here, and he's going to roll 3 wide. Boy, that 11 of Ron Holyfield. He is just screaming past these cars by himself.
All right, so what was that? Yeah, that was, I believe that was a 4-tire stop for the 77.
Let's see here. I don't think anybody took 2. I mean, I'm seeing, Cody Eldred, Hoop Baker, and Fred Williams had a 54 and a 59 second stop. Did they get caught speeding down pit road?
They might have.
Steve Buhala will be coming back out on track here momentarily. But we've got that pack here. Connor. I did it again.
Yes, you did.
Tanner Coster is still our leader, though, but Ron Holyfield and company, man, they're
we'll just continue calling him Tanner Caster for the night.
They are flying, and they're going to come around him.
Yeah, he's by himself, so he's down on power compared to the draft power, so he's definitely going to get swallowed up here.
He needs to drop it right behind the 1, and he is going to do just that. All right, Ron Holyfield up front. He has not led a lap yet, but I think he's going to do it this time. If Jeff lets him.
Yeah. Now, it's very interesting how this played out with the pit stops, because Bob and Michael and a few of the others that were up front are no longer up front, and they're in a pack by themselves about probably 3 to 5 seconds back. So that is very interesting at how the pit stops played this out. Some of the guys got jumbled up and mixed up in different groups than what they were in to begin with. And now, some of them that were up front, like Ryan Patty and Kevin Gunther, are still up front. But some of the ones that were with them up there are now behind them in a separate pack.
Well, going back here to Charles Woods, Bob Lacovara, and this other group back here, they are 6.5 seconds behind Tanner Coster. So you were pretty close on that. And they're single file as well, and if they can stay single file, they may be able to catch that front pack.
They might be able to. Now, I'm not quite. The front pack has 7 cars in it. And if the 7 cars stay single file, they might be the ones that have the advantage, because the cars that are 6 seconds back only have 6 cars, so they're 1 car short. Now, that might not be much of a difference, but I still think one car short from the 7 up front might be just that enough of a difference to keep that 7 cars at bay and to where they might not be able to catch back up to them if they all do stay in a single car file line here. But as you can see, if you're back up front, Josh, I can see that the top 3 kind of have a small little gap between 4th place, and they're kind of just spreading out.
Yeah, and I'm noticing that too. I've been watching the front pack here. Yeah, Ryan Patty and Bentley Glacier. When these two get around each other, I get so nervous. They don't wreck each other, but they race like they're going to.
Now, we are 2 laps past
Whoa.
the halfway point. Oh, yeah. Ooh, what happened there? That was, yeah, him getting loose all by his lonesome. That's unheard of. And he has lost the draft. I'm not quite sure what's up with the 77 car.
Maybe he's trying to back down to get back here with Charles Woods and company. But they've got a full head of steam, and they're gonna run and mow him down.
Oh, I think you're right. Now, they did have the 707 there, who is the lap down. That's Mike Whitaker. He did jump out of the middle of the pack, and he's going to go to the back of the pack here.
Yeah. Now, it looks like we've got 5 drivers a lap down. Yeah, Paul Caramara, Mike Whitaker.
Oh, we've got a crash happening.
Oh, yep, I see it. And there's no caution.
Yes, no caution, but I did catch what happened. The number 8 car kind of come up the track a little bit into the 03, pushed the 03 up into the wall by some net code, and then the 03 taps the wall and comes back down the racetrack and collects the number 14 and the 69 of Mr. Hanover. But Hanover got through it okay. He does have some damage, but he didn't spin or get involved in the crash more than that. But it looks like the worst and the blunt of the force was impacted by the 14 and the 03.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't a caution, but Cody was off the racetrack.
He was.
I think Hanover got lucky with some glitching going on there.
Yeah. But he still did receive some damage on the front of that car. And at a restrictor plate track, you do not want the smallest amount of damage. Smallest amount of damage or a restrictor plate track can hinder your car's performance.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And it looks like we've got another driver coming down pit road here. I'm not sure who that is.
I think Hanover did pit. Yeah, he did. Hanover did go in and get one of his quick fixes, so he is back out with a clean car.
Okay, and I do believe Cody did the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He used a reset as well. So they got 3. Get back up toward the front here, kind of check out what's going on. Just a lot of single file.
Yeah, a lot of single file.
Oh, Charles Woods and company still 7.5 seconds behind. Now Tyrone Harris, who is at the end of this front pack. Well, next week, folks, we go to the Nashville Super Speedway, which I don't understand why they call it a super speedway.
Yeah, I don't either, but it's been called that ever since it opened, and it's been open for quite a while. Because I remember back in the early 2000s, the IndyCar used to race there, and back when they raced there, it was called Nashville Super Speedway. So, yeah, not quite sure why they call it Super Speedway, because it is only a 1.3 mile circuit. It's slower than a mile and a half.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, maybe it's just because of how wide the track is. I don't know, but I can tell you that the characteristics of how the track drives when you dive into the corner, because how tight the corners are, it's definitely should not be a super speedway.
Yeah, I've raced there once. Well, not really raced. I practiced there, running some laps, but that's where they're going to go to next, and that's definitely going to be an interesting race. It's going to be kind of like a road course in a sense, Jeff. It's going to be kind of like your actual super speedways. It make it or break it type race.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what would be fun around that track?
What's that?
The skippies.
Yeah, that would be. Formula V, maybe? Street stock? I mean, anything that you can just hammer it down and don't have to worry about breaking.
Go-karts.
Go-karts, yeah. But too bad iRacing doesn't have go-karts.
Hanover Fitz leading Fred Williams, Hoot Baker. These drivers are a lap down back here. Got involved in that one incident there. And up front we go back here. We've got 6 cars up here. Ron Holyfield, Jeff Hollingsworth, Ryan Patty, Bentley Glacier, Kevin Gunther, and Tyrone Harris. Going back to Charles Woods. Now, we talked about it before. There's 6 cars. Top 6 are together now.
Yes.
Charles Woods, Bob Lacavara. It looks like we've got more than 6 here. 3, 6, 8. And if they can go single file, they should be able to catch them.
Yeah.
Well, now that I say that, this front pack has 7 now. And a battle for the lead. Ryan Patty, Ron Holyfield. Ron is on the inside. I believe Ron got that. Well, 52 of 85.
Yep. Still a little bit of racing to go.
Let's take a look at our caution count number here real quick. No cautions for no laps. Did have that incident there, and that could have brought out a caution, but it did not. 34 laps to go and 10 lead changes. We got 4 drivers on the outside. Is that outside line starting to come in late into the race?
It could possibly be.
Ryan, Kevin, Tyrone, and is that the 14? Yeah, that's Cody Eldred. Oh, now, well, Cody is 3 laps down up here in his front pack, but he's holding his own. Not really seeing a whole lot. Well, we got single file going on back here, though, with this backpack. Well, they are all single file. And there's...
Well, the front...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the front pack isn't no longer single file because you got the top lane, and it's actually working for those 3 right now.
Well, I heard it, you know, and this is just some things you hear, you know, racing or broadcasting or whatever, Jeff, and I'm sure you've heard it before. You get the right drivers. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, 2, 3, 4, but you get the right drivers together.
Yeah.
And they'll make it work.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, guess what? 30 to go here, bud.
Yeah, we're riding them down.
Oh, somebody's off
we
track.
got a car going off. Who was that? I didn't catch it.
Jeff Hollingsworth.
Oh, no. Oh, and he gets a little bit of a ride there through the grass.
And he just lost it. Lost all of the draft. Lost everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get 8 up here in just a second. But he can fall in line with this other pack back here, Charles Woods and company. That outside line, well, they're just running the outside up front. Not really running the inside.
I'm kind of intrigued that the 11 car has decided to go to the back, but I think it's probably because he didn't like what he was seeing up front, and he's just trying something a little different while he's kind of, letting the rest of them see what's going to play out here.
Yeah, he went to the back here. Tyrone looks like he's going to the back now, right behind the 11, but he better pick up some speed or he's going to lose the draft. And Jeff Hollingsworth is starting to fall back here, folks. He is right here with this pack, and I think he is in the draft now. I think he'll be okay right here. He is right behind the 15 of Paul Crumry, who is the first driver a lap down. I think Paul's just hoping for a caution.
Yeah, but as long as we went so far, knock on wood, I don't think I see one happening. It's not the inevitable. It's still it's very well in the question that it can happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just amazed that we haven't had one yet.
Yeah, and I'm still shocked that one incident did bring one out.
Yeah.
And the admins will not throw one unless it's like a dire need for one.
Yeah, like the whole entire field just decided to get demolished.
Yeah, basically.
There's no more cars left.
Oh, if all 21 drivers wrecked at once, yeah, that would be a big pileup. Let's hope we don't have it, but I'll start to see.
I don't think I've ever seen an auto race in any of the entirety of auto racing where the entire field that is on the racetrack is involved. There's at least 1 or 2 or 5 cars that always make it away.
Watching Bentley here to the inside of Ryan Patty. Ryan got that lap. Bentley to his inside. Bentley's got some help, though.
He does.
Got Ron Holyfield. We'll see what Tyrone does. Tyrone going to stay low, or is he going to jump to the high side? Looks like he's going to stay to the low side.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to. I kind of thought he was going to, kind of. He's weaving there like he's wanting to go up there, but he's not quite sure what he wants to do, and he's not quite sure what's the best option right now. Because, it's 3 on 3. You got 3 cars on the bottom, 3 cars on the high side. They're kind of even out right now. That one lane needs an extra car to help. Now, you can see, though, the bottom lane must have a little bit more oomph down there because they are able to push that front car out a little bit. And now they've got all 3 of them out front. So I don't know what happened to the top lane there. They were doing okay, but maybe they just backed off a little bit to try to conserve.
Maybe by design, see what they can do, save some fuel. They've been out here 21, 22 laps, so, at this point, you run it out. I don't think you short pit.
No.
Now, let's go back here to this field here real quick, where they're still single file.
And we have a caution.
Oh, we do.
Who caused it?
Fred Williams.
Uh-oh.
I do believe, the 95. Let's see what happened to Fred. He's back here hanging out with the 82, the 8, the 69, and the 57.
Oh, it looks like him and the 8 just made contact, and around he goes.
Either that or netcode. That
looks definitely like netcode.
Oh, and another piece of netcode. The 95 goes up into the wall. The 57, nowhere to go. Oh, man.
Now, the first initial contact was not netcode. But then there was a second hit that was, so I'm not really quite sure.
So that first initial hit that got him loose was contact.
Yes, the first initial hit that got him loose was actual contact, and then that second hit that kind of done it in was netcode.
Now, they will be able to make it from here.
They will, yeah.
I think you go ahead and come down since you got a caution.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You come down, get fresh tires, fill up the tank, and you're good to go.
Yeah, you'll be good to the end. Now, I cannot interview anybody as we have permission issues.
Someone didn't give him permissions, and they couldn't fix it before the race started. So, yeah, we won't be able to interview anyone here within the race, but we did make sure to tell them to, when the race is over, for the top 3 to come down to our channel. So,
we'll take it from there. Bentley coming down. Looks like pretty much everybody came down.
I was thinking everyone would come down. I did see a couple cars stay out, the 03 and the 14, but they are cars laps down. The 03 is 1 lap down, so if he gets the wave by here, if he chooses not to pit and take the iRacing wave by, he will get back on the lead lap. But the 14 car, sadly, is 2 laps down, so he will only get 1 lap back.
Yeah, looks like Paul stayed out as well. All right, and they are coming back out onto the racing surface here, still down below the yellow line.
Well, the reason Paul stayed out was because he was the lucky dog recipient, so he's getting the lucky dog position back right now. So I say we'll probably see him pit here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he was in that prime spot. So
yeah, and he is coming down pit road now after going around the pace truck.
Well, that just helped out Paul.
It did. But we're also going to, as I said, if Brad Allison stays out, and when the lights go off on the pace truck, if he chooses to take the wave by, he will be back on the lead lap too.
Yeah, because he would be in front of the leader. See, I never really understood that, but yeah, you do got a point there.
So and since he was running 19th at the time of the caution, he's actually jumping 2 cars that were ahead of him.
Let's see here, Mike. 23 laps. Now, they're going to be able to save some fuel under caution. How much, Jeff, can you save, really?
Well, I would say, and it looks like the 03 will opt to not get that free pass, as he will come down pit road. And back to answer your question, if you're lucky enough at a restrictor plate track, if you draft someone, you might be lucky enough to save 1 to 2 laps, but I don't think you'll save any more than that.
Yeah, because pick up speed to get around a pace truck. These two are going to be a full head of steam. That is the 14 of Cody Eldred and the 707 of Mike Whitaker. And they're single file. Have a single file restart?
Is the lights out on the pace truck?
Yes, they are.
Well, we got some of them that's double file back here, but for some reason, is it just that the 11 was sleeping there? Because he's getting up there now.
It might have been taking him a nap.
Well, he's got to take a power nap to get ready for this restart. They've been full throttle racing for the past 60 laps. I mean, he's probably kind of gotten a little sleepy, just holding the throttle and turning the wheel. So he had to take a little power nap to get ready for a restart here now to make sure he's on his A game for this restart to try to get a jump on the 18.
And 18 is in control of the field. So, well, Jeff, go ahead and get us going here, bud.
All right, sounds good. All right, the pace truck is headed back to pit road. There is the green flag. We're back underway at Daytona, and the 18 car is sleeping. He did not get a good restart there, and he was the control car. Oh, we're weaving and bobbing. Man, how did they keep that from having a problem? Oh, man, we're getting the 1 car there on the high side of pushing the 11. I surely thought that was going to be another problem. They was weaving and bobbing again.
Weaving and bobbing. That's pretty much what we've seen all night is weaving and bobbing.
And if you look at this is so weird. The 18 car was sleeping on the restart. Doesn't get the restart he hoped for. The 11 car gets the shot on him, gets out. And then all of a sudden, that top lane just loses its luster again, and now the bottom lane's back up here and going for it. And the 18 got back to the lead before we even got back around the line. So that's kind of weird what happened. I'm just kind of curious to why the Highline has not worked so good here tonight. Usually, we got some trouble there. It looks like the 16 car there of Kevin hit the apron a little bit, and he got a little loose.
Yeah, seen that.
He had to chase that car up the racetrack to keep it from going any higher up into traffic. He done an excellent job of doing that.
Looks like some gaps opening up, some drivers popping it back down to the inside. I'm on Kevin.
Wow.
He is power moving.
He's going for it, but he ain't going to have no help here. Well, okay, here comes Bob now. Bob's going to try to help him here. Bob's like, here, I'll help you. But man,
Oh, no, we got a wreck! We got a wreck! We got a wreck!
And it's the 8 car again. That is the 3rd time this 8 car has been involved.
Man, but what happened here?
I don't know if it started with the 8 or who it was, but man, poor Kerry Morris involved once again.
We're going to be on the 8 here. We'll find out what happened. Somebody get loose, netcode. I mean, there could have been any number of things.
To me, it looks like it was more netcode. That's weird.
Whoa, I'm seeing it here. Go on a chase view here and get a better look at this. Now, the 57 does come down.
Quite a lot.
But I think there was netcode. I think he just took the air right from that 8, and it just spun that 8. And then definitely some contact after the fact. Whoa!
It just looks weird from the angle I'm looking at it. It looks definitely like it was netcode.
It looks like Kerry having some problems here as I am still on the replay. Heavy damage on that number 8.
Very heavy.
Now, Kerry does have another reset if he, I would assume he would use it.
Oh, I'm sure he would too. Now, if the 8 has all his resets, if 8 still has a reset left, he's definitely going to want to use it because he has lost the entire back clip of that race car. He is exposed right now on the backside. So, yeah, he's definitely going to want to get that fixed because that could be some drag reduction there. And I mean, you still got a spoiler intact, but still the way the airflow with these cars is, most of the body parts need to be intact and have absolutely no damage to them to get, the excellent airflow that these, finely tuned race cars need for a restrictor plate race. So let's see here. He's pulling into his pit box. Does he still have a quick fix?
Yeah,
and
he does.
Looks like he does. Yeah, so he will be okay.
Yeah, I like the way ATVO has done their timing screen. It actually shows their fast repairs, how many they have.
Good.
So, you can see if they've used one or haven't used any.
Yeah.
So that is kind of cool that they've done that. I wish they would fix the tire queue where it shows if, they take 4 or take 2 tires.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that, but well, 19 to go. We're just getting started. Man, oh man. Well, 10:10 Eastern Time, 9:10 Central with 19 to go. Looks like we've got, let's see here. Down to 18, so it'll be probably 17 to go when we get the green, assuming. See if the pace truck lights go off. And they did. So, yeah, it'll be 17 when we get the green. Jeff, I know you got us going last time, but that was kind of a quick one. So why don't you go ahead and get us going again?
Okay.
We got Bentley Glacier up the top spot, Ryan Patty in second, Ron Holyfield third, Charles Woods fourth, Kevin Gunther rounding out our top 5 here. Bob Lockevar in 6th, Michael Shea 7th, Steve Buhala in 8th, Tanner Coster, hey, I didn't butcher it this time, in 9th, I believe, and then Lonnie Barrington going to round out our top 10 coming to the restart here with 17 to go. Takes forever to get around this track, almost 2 minutes.
Yeah. 30. Pretty slow too at it. I mean, pace speed is 80, so.
Yeah, they should make pace speed 120 or something.
All right, pace truck heads back toward pit road. And there's the green flag. We're back underway here at Daytona for the second attempt. After running so many laps.
Yeah.
Green flag condition. And it looks like the 16 car is saying it is go time. Did not waste no time trying to get in line here to try to get up to a prime position.
Yeah, and I think right now with 17 to go, yeah, you got to go.
You do.
You can't hold back.
Nope.
Got some 3 wide going on behind them, but that didn't last but a second. We got 2 dropping low. It looks like 3 wide now.
Now the 5 got put back in that what they call the sucker hole. He just got sucked up.
He got, I wouldn't say dumped, but there was just no room. He couldn't get down there.
There was no room and nowhere for him to go. And when you get put in that middle hole like that, it just sucks you up like a vacuum cleaner because there's no air there. It's just like a big giant suction cup. It just like pulls you back.
77, Tanner Coster. Where he's at up front. Started second. We have our pole sitter and our outside pole sitter up here together.
Yep. Kind of weird how it's kind of turned the tables here, and they're all back up front where they started the race.
Yeah, Kevin Gunther started third. Guess where he's running? In third.
In third, yeah. Well, for a moment there, they were the people who started first, second, third, and fourth were 1, 2, 3, 4. But now, who started third is in second, and who started second is in third, and then fourth dropped to fifth. So, because we got the car that started 12th running, that is Lonnie Barrington. So right now, as the race goes, he currently is the biggest mover of the race for where they stand. Now, the biggest mover overall was Bentley Glacier back a while back because he was the car that made the most positions. But currently, as they run, Lonnie Barrington is the biggest mover at the moment.
Yeah, 12th to 3rd. Up, give him single, going 3 wide. Boy, we got cars all over the place right now.
Getting loose. Ooh, he stepped out of line there a little bit, got kind of squirrely, but he collected it and got back in line.
Ooh, man,
that was... He's going to lose a lot of positions with that.
That was scary.
That was scary, but that was some good driving.
Watching Charles Woods in the 40. He's on the low side here, right behind the 77 of Tanner. Tanner got pushed back after that little incident, little fiasco, car fiasco there. Right now, not seeing, still seeing some moving. Jeff Hollingsworth went back from the bottom to the top, and well, that's where he's at right now.
Oh, we got another crash.
Huge crash. Well, not a huge crash, but Bull 707 Mike Whitaker just licked the wall.
Yeah, well, he had some help to lick it, but it looks like he got it under control, so there will be no caution. But, he goes back up and scrapes the wall again. He has some damage on that 707 car.
Yeah, and it looks like some major damage, too, because it looks like he's having a hard time controlling it.
Yeah, it's not steering correctly here, so he's going to have to bring that 707 to pit road.
Let's see here. Mike Whitaker. He does have a couple of resets left.
Yeah, but this definitely here, if another caution doesn't happen, this definitely puts him out of contention.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Man.
Oh, no, he misses his pit box and has to back up.
Oh, no.
That was costly. But he is away now after getting the quick fix service, and here comes the pack already. So he will get probably gobbled up here, and we'll go a lap down.
Oh, feels like there's something stuck in my throat.
Hey, try to drink some water.
Oh, that's what I just did. Man. 11 to go. I'll be all right.
Coming to 10 to go this time by.
Yep. There's a side-by-side still going on. This side-by-side stuff is going to be going on all the way up until the end of the race.
Oh, Lord.
It is not going to change.
No, not at all. Unless we have another caution or another crash. Knock on wood, we don't.
Yeah, definitely. Man. Oh, Bentley up front pushing the 03, but the 03, well, Brad Allison is on the lead lap.
He is.
And he's just going to get suckered right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is a scary spot to be in.
Yep. He's not on the lead lap anymore, though.
Now, he is a lap. Just, whoa.
Oh. Hello.
Hey, oh, more action going on.
Wow. Well, it's getting toward the end of the race, so there's going to be a lot of beating and banging here now.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are going to get a little rougher.
9 to go. Watch the 23, though, on the outside. Lonnie Barrington. Watch that group out there, too. Oh, and, well, somebody just jumped out front or out.
That was Toner.
Toner.
That was Tanner. Oh, we got some net code.
Oh!
Into the wall goes the 14. Into the wall goes the 21. Oh, we got some crashing happening back there, but no caution. That looked nuts. And a caution has come out.
All right, I wonder if it was because of the same incident there with Bob. Let's check it out because I seen Jeff Hollingsworth. Whoa, yeah, right there it was. Yeah, you said net code. Was that net code or was that contact?
Well, you can, if you go back and look here, you can see it started with the 21 car. 21 car was on the outside. He started to come down the racetrack and he clipped the 82.
Okay.
That sent the 82 up the racetrack, and then the 82 doesn't even touch the 14. You can just see that there is plenty of room between them to fit probably a tire.
Oh.
And it just pushes him up the racetrack like it's net code, and the 14 goes up and smacks the wall, and then comes back down and clips the 82 car, goes back up to the wall, and the chain reaction just happens, and he comes back down, spins out, and then it looks like the 82 then clips the 21 car and then sends the 21 car into the wall, and then the 21 car comes back down and takes out the 5 and then hits the 4. I think it was, yeah.
Hit the 5 of Bob Lacovara, but now I'm on what the actual caution came out was because of the 97 of Jeff Hollingsworth and the 57 of Thomas Taylor.
Oh, okay.
That's where the caution came out at, right there.
Did not see that.
That happened like right after that wreck.
Yeah, it looks like the 57 car just kind of came down and clipped the 97 and sent the 97 to the wall. And he spun around, and it looks like he did clip the 23 car. So, and he lost the front clip.
Oh. Sorry about that. Had to take a BC powder. Well, 7 to go. That should have been the 2 to go right there, I believe. Not entirely sure. Lonnie, though, is on pit road. And that is his first reset that he used. So he still has 2 more resets. I wish I had permissions. I could talk to somebody. But, I don't. Bentley Glacier up front. Started 15th. Ryan Patty started on pole.